Okay.
Round 2.
I just recorded this whole video and it turns out that the SD card was too full and it stopped recording like a few minutes in, and I had no idea, so I recorded this whole thing and went to put it on my computer, and yeah, there was only like 3 minutes of it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So today I'm going to be talking about how to not live with regret. Many times we tend to live with these regrets when in reality we don't even have to. Let me get my phone out of my pocket because my points are on my phone. Oh, hold up just a second. Many times we live with these regrets that really, if we just followed a few different practices in life, we wouldn't have even had a reason to regret something. So I'm going to go over just a few of those. This is more casual, and the last video was kind of more serious. I don't want this one to be like that. Number one is to plan and execute. Okay, how many times have you done something and then afterward you kind of looked at it and were like, I kind of wish that I would have planned that out a little better, you know? I'm not saying that it would have turned out necessarily like far better, but if I had really just spent some time to plan it out and think about how I wanted to go about things, I may have had a better outcome. Or maybe you're like, I would have had a totally different outcome. Maybe you walked up to a girl that you wanted to talk to and you just winged it and you said some things that were like, maybe I should have planned this out. And so next time I would recommend making a plan. Set a plan, think through something. You know, maybe you're gonna take someone on a date. Maybe you're starting a YouTube channel. If you'll think through it, you'll see better results usually than if you just wing it. I mean, really, think about different things that you've done in your life where you just winged it. And yes, there are those occasions where it turns out well, and we're all thankful for that. But how many occasions have there been where you winged it and you were kind of like, man, I probably should have done that differently. I should have made a plan, and then the next step is to execute that plan, is what I was gonna say. What good is a plan if you never do it, if you never follow it? And also, I got this little habit of playing with this stupid like bead bracelet that, yeah, so forgive me, but it's kind of like this. Execute your plan. Make a plan, execute it. What good is a plan if you never do it? You gotta get out there and, like Nike says, just do it. I'm not saying just wing it and do something stupid, but if you've applied common sense and you've made a plan about how you want to go about whatever it is, then just do it and get it off of your back, get it off of your shoulder. You'll feel a lot better. Even if you fail, at least you tried. You can't live with this constant regret of, I didn't try. Well, how do you not live with that regret? By trying.
Bruh.
Okay, so get out there and try it after you've made your plan. Point number two, use wisdom. If 100 people before you have tried to do something the exact same way that you're about to try it and it didn't work for them, it's probably not gonna work for you. So if you've got people coming to you, maybe friends or family coming to you saying, hey, I would go about that like this, or I would not do that, you know, in that way, or maybe, hey, they're like, I would totally avoid that in its entirety, then that's definitely something to pay attention to. Just because somebody's coming to you and confronting you about something doesn't mean that they're trying to judge you. It's most likely because they care about you and want to see you succeed and have a better outcome. And that's what I've noticed a lot. And if you don't apply that wisdom, then you're kind of in some ways setting yourself up for failure. Or if you don't fail, then you're limiting your success. I would definitely say many times we limit our success because we want to push aside what other people have to say about a certain matter or how to go about a certain matter, and we want to do it our own way, and we either limit our success or we make it a lot harder on ourselves to accomplish something that they were trying to give us tips to accomplish in a much easier way. 3 is do your best. What good is it to do it at all if you're not doing your best? When you show up at your job, I'm sure a lot of you probably have jobs. When you show up at your job, if you don't do your best, what does your boss say to you? You don't seem like you want to be all here, you know, you don't seem like you enjoy it. Well, if you're not doing your best, you probably don't enjoy it. It's the stark reality. But anyways, do your best in whatever you do, and you won't live with the regret of, oh, I should have done that better. I should have applied myself harder. There's different things that I've done in life where afterward I was like, I was like, man, I really should have done better at that. Some college classes, not that I necessarily have had very many fails in college classes. On those college classes where I knew I could have done better, but I slacked off, I became a little lazy or something, and I didn't. And then afterwards I look back at it and it's like, man, if I just stuck with it and I had done my best, I would have been so much happier with the outcome. So number 3 is do your best, and whatever you do, just go all out, and you won't have to live with regret of, man, I should have, I wish I would have done better. The 4th one is to learn from yours and others' mistakes, or would it be others and yours mistakes? Whatever. Anyways, learn from mistakes. And this kind of goes right along with number 5, so I'm going to go ahead and list number 5 as well, and that is don't frequently, I want to quote this exactly how I have it down, don't frequently lament your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Look at where you messed up, how you messed up, and apply it to the future. So I'm not saying live in the past. That's with number 5, I'm saying to not live in the past like a lamenting type of like, oh man, all the time just bringing something up. I wish I would have done this different, done this different. Listen, you can't go back and redo it. So just take what you've learned and apply it in the present. So if you are, for instance, going to maybe, I don't know, maybe you went to ask a girl out and you went about it very poorly. And so this time you're like, hey, I'm going to learn from my previous mistake and I'm going to do it like this instead. Or maybe you're making a YouTube channel, and I've done a bunch of YouTube videos in the past, and this was the first one that I'm really actually serious about. But anyway, I have learned from my mistakes in the past, and I'm trying to apply it to this video, trying to produce different content, trying to think through what I want to say, and then I'm not exactly the greatest at portraying what I want to say, but I'm working on that. However, the point is to take your previous mistakes and then use them for your betterment, like apply them to the here and now and to whatever you're going to be doing to make the outcome better. Number 6, don't take anything for granted. This is pretty big because I've noticed that I have a tendency to take things for granted after I've had a certain item for a while, or after I've been around a certain person for a while, and you really don't notice how much you really care for something until it's no longer with you or around. And so this is I'm going to push this more towards like people. Don't take people for granted, like loved ones in your life or friends. You don't know what may happen tomorrow or even today. So treat every moment and person as if it could be your last with that person. Or maybe you've got, I don't know, for me, it was one of my cars I took it for granted, and then before I knew it, I didn't have that car anymore, and I could have missed it, which I'll be going over cars in another video. That was a request. But my point is, just don't take things for granted, and you won't have to worry about, I wish that I had really spent more time with them. I wish I had invested in them more and just really shown them that I love them. Well, if you're doing that all along, then what's there to regret? If you if you did your best to invest in someone, show them that you love them, and cause them to be happy and around you, and really, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? If you bettered their life, then you're not going to live with a regret of taking someone for granted and then now they're gone, So make sure that you don't take things for granted and that you treat people with respect and really, really love them and spend time with them. Set aside time for them. Show them that you care. Finally, number 7 is wherever you are, be all there. And this one, I think I heard this from my dad, and it's really stuck with me. It kind of smacked me in the face, and he didn't smack me in the face. The saying kind of smacked me in the face, and it's really, when you stop and think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Wherever you are, be all there. It's really simple, but that applies to literally every moment of our life. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be all there. Invest in whatever it is that you're doing. Invest your entire attention, I guess would be what I'm trying to say, into whatever or whoever you are with. Into whatever you're doing or whoever you are with. A lot of times we have a tendency to maybe be on our phone, you know, like while we're spending time with family, or we're just mentally somewhere else. And again, that goes back to point number 6, not taking things for granted. If we're not taking things for granted, then we're really gonna invest our entire attention and person into that moment and the people that are around us. So again, wherever you are, guys, be all there and enjoy that current moment. Live the present, because you never know, like I said in point number 7, how much longer you're gonna have that person or that thing in your life. With that said, that is gonna be all for today's shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to Andrew Reed and his brothers and sisters. They have been making videos. They are down in Florida near a college that I go to, and actually one of his sisters is dating one of my best friends, and that's how I know about him. But he's a young guy who is using his imagination and being profitable, and I'm super proud of you, dude. Keep it up, keep up the hard work, keep having fun, and don't live with any regrets. Just enjoy every moment and make the best of it, bro. Also, there was one other thing. In the last video, I gave a shout out to Juan Salsa, but I misspelled his name, and I totally know how to spell his name. I just typoed. I just had a typo. Whatever. There was a typo, and I spelled his name J-A-U-N instead of J-U-A-N. But so I'm so sorry for that. So sorry for that one. Here is his name spelled correctly, and his Instagram is in the description as well. So make sure to go give him a follow. Thank you all for watching. I'm super stoked that everybody is watching my videos and giving me a following and even contacting me on Instagram. If you have ideas, make sure that you submit them. I'm going to be answering those requests, so please submit your vlog requests. Also, I'm going to be getting I feel like I'm slouched down now. Also, I'm going to be getting a shotgun mic here within the next week, hopefully, so I can get out of the room and start making other types of videos. I'm a very active person. I don't like to really sit still in one place for very long. So I want to get out and do like challenges, pranks, I don't even know, just dares, whatever, just send it to me. I'm a daredevil. I went and did a tandem jump from 18,000 feet the other day, and believe it or not, it didn't give me a rush like I expected. So I guess it takes something pretty big to give me a rush. So I'm interested to see what y'all got. As long as it's not, I don't know, I'll assess it, okay? Because I wanna live life and not die at the age of 20, so. But anyways, guys, submit the videos. I do appreciate that. You can contact me on social media or put them in the comments below. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. No regrets, baby. Woo!